Training hard is something we take for granted. You see, there will inevitably be periods of life, and not just life, but within this year, that you will not be able to train as hard as you like. Very recently, I got sick, and it was to the point where I could not breathe properly. It felt like my lungs and everything in between just got smaller and tighter, closing in on me. This leads to me coughing nonstop and then having sleepless nights. And because of that poor recovery, I'm having muscle aches and joint pains. Thankfully, I'm relatively young and healthy, and this lasted only 1 week. Then I can go back to training. But if we look at it objectively, that is 1 week of training. 1 week of training that was lost and completely unnecessary. Then, not to mention, there's probably another week of training to even get back to the level of fitness that you were prior to the sickness. Injuries. Of course, no one expects to get injured, but truthfully speaking, that's just wishful thinking. It will happen sometime this year, and even if you do not get serious injuries, one bad sleep that night, your neck is messed up, all of a sudden it's difficult for you to even turn your head. That one bad rep may happen throughout this year, and all of a sudden the bad knee, the bad shoulder, that's going to start flaring up again. It's going to happen, and there goes another week of training. And if we're being honest with ourselves, 1 week is optimistic thinking. Realistically, it will probably be another 2 to 4 weeks before you can even train properly again. If you are fortunate enough to go on a vacation, you're going to be out of your normal environment. You won't guarantee that you have access to a gym. You definitely will not have the equipment that you normally use and that you normally prefer. The time schedule you go will be different. The nutrition you regularly have won't be available. The pre-workouts and the caffeine, none of that will be normal. Everything will be thrown out of loop. The thing is, you can make it work, but nonetheless, that is another week of training where it's just not the standard that you would prefer. Then comes the season of life where training just cannot be the number one priority. Other urgent matters will come up and will require your immediate attention. For many, that's schoolwork, so final season, midterm season, presentations. If you're a bit older, maybe that's work meetings, that's deliverables that you must complete, overtime, busier seasons, or it could be emergencies at home, family emergencies, personal chaos. There are countless reasons why your training will not be the best that it possibly can be. So from the illnesses to the injuries to the vacations and hectic seasons, all in all, that's about 1 to 2 solid months out of the year where you will not be training to the level that you wish you would be. That is not to discourage you at all. It is a reminder that when you are blessed with the right opportunity to train hard, take that opportunity and actually train hard.